Pull up on who? Bitch, I'ma step, man, fuck all that talking. My gang gon' go. Put cash in your head, get so like an option. I see green lights. Bitch, I'm on go, and I'm no stopping. I'm with whatever you with.
What's up, y'all? So Lisa here, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, I was a little hesitant about doing this video because I don't want nobody looking at me like I'm a Jezebel, a hoe, a tramp, a thought, skank, whore, none of that. Cause you know I'm not that, but yeah. But this is a story time of how yours truly was a side chick. I didn't know. Now before I start this video, this story, I did not know I was a side chick. So without further ado, let's get into the story time, y'all. Okay, so boom, it happened actually a little earlier this year. I want to say maybe around March, about February, March, around that time. So around this time, your girl was on POF. I just be on that app, just be, I just be fooling. Like, I don't be taking, no guys serious and stuff like that. Like, I was just on there for curiosity because my sister had the app, and I'm like, let me see what the hype is about. And I heard a lot about the app, so I was like, let me just get this POF app and see, what's going on. So, on there, you got your weirdos, your perverts, niggas who locked up, all that. And, it was this one guy, he came into my inbox trying to shoot his shot, and he kept, I barely wanted to talk to him because he kept calling me what he was calling me, Chubbs or something like that. It was like this nickname, and I'm like, skirt, you're not my nigga to be doing that. You're not my man. You're not my man squeeze, my sugar boogie, my sugar booger, none of that. You ain't none of that to be calling me that. So pause. But, he was texting me or whatever, and I was like, all right, I'll talk to you. Y'all ever talk to niggas out of boredom? I do. But I was talking to him, and he was like, why don't you give me your number so I can text you? I don't know what it is about me and giving my number out. I just be hella hesitant because niggas be weird. Niggas be talking about bitches are weird, but niggas be weird too, y'all. So I was like, I'll give it to you. So I gave him my number, and he was texting me, calling me Chubbs or Thickums. I think it was Thickums or some shit like that. And I'm like, stop trying to give me a nickname like we on the Flavor of Love. Like, this ain't it. So, we texting, and he's doing more talking than I am because I was just playing around. Like, I wasn't taking none of those guys on that serious because, yeah, like, it's some really creepy niggas on the internet and on these apps, so y'all be careful. Doesn't matter if it's Grindr, Tinder, Bumble, be careful. But anyways, he texted me or whatever, and, I was like, okay, that's nice, what you doing? LOL. Very dry. Like, the conversation was dry. And I wasn't even really checking for him, y'all. Like, I wasn't heavy on that. But the next day, I had woke up hella early. Now, the night before when we was texting, I stayed up to about 4, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning texting him. So I was hella sleepy. The next day, my cousin, called me, and we talking about vacations and stuff like that, because she's talking about she want to go to Jamaica, and she want to do this, that, and the third. So I'm like, okay. So we talking, and, I stayed on the phone with her a good 2 hours. Like, me, her, and my sister was all on three-way, and we was just talking. So I get off the phone and decided I'm going my black ass to sleep. Like, I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm tired. So my phone starts to vibrate, twerk, Dougie, all that. My phone just started beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is my phone making all this noise, especially when I'm trying to sleep? And it was just odd for me because my phone be hella dry. So I was like, for my phone to be making that kind of noise, I was like, what's going on? Like, why is my phone doing all that? Y'all, I looked at my phone and I found out when my phone was ding, 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 ding. My phone was ding, 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 dinging because I was in a group chat. And I'm like, it ain't my sisters. Like, my sisters, they don't, we text each other, but we don't text each other that heavy. So I'm like, I'm like, what's going on? So I'm reading the group chat, and it says something like, "Good morning, Horace. Stop texting my man." And I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, first of all, did this heifer just really greet me like this? Like, oh, okay. And I noticed it was two numbers. So it was three people in the group chat. Me, the girlfriend, or whoever the hell she was, and another girl. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay. So I see the girlfriend and the other chick that the guy, who I barely wanted to talk to in the first place, was, going back and forth. The girlfriend was talking about, yeah, y'all hoes need to leave my man alone. Y'all getting blocked. We was broken up, and now we back together. And I'm like, how we hoes when you just say y'all broke up and y'all got back together that day you text me? So technically, I'm not a hoe. But anyways, she was, just going off in a text message. Her and the other girl was going back and forth, texting each other, and I woke up and I'm just looking at these messages like what's going on? Like, I was very confused. And I looked at these messages I'm reading, and they going back and forth. Bitch, this hoe, that trick, that hoe. I'm like, oh, okay. And, she said something like, y'all whores need to go find your own man. And I let sis know real quick, obviously that's not your man if he giving community, penis. Like I never understood why some females, when you find out your man or your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, is cheating, y'all want to go after the other females and not the man. Like, baby, like, no. At the end of the day, the person who your man or your girlfriend was cheating on you with don't owe you no loyalty. Like, when y'all gonna learn that? Your nigga or your girlfriend was supposed to give you that loyalty, not I. So I'm not a hoe. I didn't know about you, but back to the story. So she, she in this, she reacting to the group chat, and she reacted to my messages, and I'm like, I'm like, how did I even get into it? I'm like, first of all, who is your man? Like, I can't stand when, you're not being specific and you're not telling me who your man is for you to be going off like this. So I was like, who is your man? And she sent a picture, and it was the guy from POF who I barely wanted to talk to. And I'm like, what? Like, nobody wanted to talk to him. Like, y'all, the way she was acting, you would have thought he was Trey Songz fine. You would have thought he was just Michael B. Jordan, just finger licking good. And I'm like, no, he's not even that. Like, nobody wanted this guy. Like, I'm like, okay. So her and the girl arguing back and forth. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, you hoes need to stop texting him. He only got on POF because it was a bet. What girl in their right mind gonna bet their boyfriend to go on a dating app? Like, that's hella stupid. And I'm like, okay, you can go play in traffic with that one. So the last thing I said was, you need to check your man. Like, once again, don't check the side chick or the girl who your man was cheating on you with. Check your man. At the end of the day, he owes you loyalty. You in a relationship with him. Whether the other girl know or not, he owes you loyalty, period. Like, I never understood that. Like, what was the reason for her to make a whole group chat, adding me in it, and just go back and forth? And I'm like, sis, Like, no, nobody wants your man. Then on top of that, he was on he was acting very single on POF. So I'm like, get your man, sis. Like, don't come at me, get your man. So, you know, that was the end of that. And I've never spoke to him again. I deleted his messages. I deleted the entire thread. But I kept the screenshots, though, because ain't nobody finna play me in case, you know, oh, you know, me and my girlfriend broke up. Because, you know, niggas be sneaky and niggas like to lie. And I'm like, baby, you're not going to lie to me. Like, you know, I dare him. You know, I wish he would have texted me on some, you know, I miss you. Or, you know, let me talk to you. Go get your girlfriend. Don't come at me, sir. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you got some crazy side chick stories or anything like that, drop it down in the comments below, because you know a bitch is nosy. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later.
All that new Tony Montana nigga, you niggas is jealous. They just can't understand a nigga, no. I know.